So I was cleaning out my closet and I came across my old laptop which had a 4GB SD card in it. Now I haven't used this laptop in a long time. It's old and it's slow and I can barely open the web browser. And honestly going through this, it was like a time capsule for me. I found a bunch of old game files and screenshots ranging from 2012 to 2014. But most notably, I found an entire backup of my old Minecraft faction server, plugins and everything intact. And I have not seen or messed with this in any way since almost a decade ago. So without further ado, my name is Loot and today I'll be giving you a tour of my old Minecraft server from 2014. So here we are in Minecraft 1.7.10, and I already have the server running here. It's called Lootcraft, and as you can see, it is a faction server. So let's go ahead and join. And oh my god, here it is. I remember this spawn. This is bringing back so many memories. So one of the first things you see when you join are all the ranks we sell here, and geez, that's $100 for a rank. Someone did actually buy it once, which is crazy. But here, let's check out what the rules were. Hacking is strictly prohibited, be respectful, do not advertise. These are pretty standard rules for a Minecraft server. Oh yeah, we also give you a starter kit too when you join for the first time. Some tools, some armor, some food, but I feel like having full iron would take away from the starting experience, so that's not something I would do today. Anyways, let's take a look at the staff. So over here we have the current staff at the time. I don't know who any of these people are. It's been so long. There's me and my old skin. And the guy next to me is someone I used to be friends with, and I believe he was co-owner at the time. And I believe this was the spot for head admin. And the rest of these were just mods and admins on the server. Now over here is the veteran staff, which is just people that used to be staff on here. I should note that Lootcraft originally opened in 2012, and this isn't the first iteration of the server. Now if we come out here, you'll see the old Lootcraft logo, which is just two swords and the LC letters. You can't even see the swords all the way, which is bad design on my part. Whoops. But yeah, if we go through the main portal here, it will take us to the actual spawn, which it literally is just a giant square, so. And we also had a shop menu where we combined to sell items. Let's just buy some cookies real quick. Oh yeah, we had a custom mob plugin on here. Got these weird skeletons with like no bow. Well, that one back there has a bow, but there's also these dwarves which have pickaxes, and they actually drop pickaxes, which may just be a little overpowered. You know, I'm starting to think the server isn't really balanced. And here we have a spider boss, which is just a spider with an unreasonable amount of health. This spawn is like really basic. I'm not that proud of it. And that roof is not doing it any favors. So I was in a faction called Permafrost. And honestly, as an owner of a server, you really have no business being in a faction. And that's mostly due to like conflict of interests and competitive advantages. But that aside, let's check out the base. Oh, I remember this. This one's way up in the sky. Man, I remember so many people on my servers making sky bases, and I think that's because it's a lot harder to just raid something that's in the air. Oh sweet, a melon farm. There aren't really that many items in the chest, well aside from stuff from the starter kit, but I'd imagine having your base high up in the sky would limit your ability to get resources. Here's another base I found. It's made completely out of obsidian. And there's some decent stuff in here. Got an enchanting table. And it looks like they did a little bit of brewing. Oh no, that one cooked pork chop that's never gonna be eaten. Here's another base I found, and they have a lot of tools. What does someone even do with all those stone shovels? They have a lot of enchanted diamond stuff though, so that's pretty cool. Oh, an igloo. Oh wow, they turned this igloo into an enchanting room. That is honestly genius. As I was looking through the bases, I couldn't really find anything that interesting. They're all mostly just holes in the ground with chests and furnaces, which is pretty normal for factions. I mean, you're not going to spend hours building something pretty just to have it blown up by someone, which is not something I ever particularly liked about factions. So here's a house that in 2014 me and my friend built, and this isn't a world that's separate from the main one, so we had a big super flat world that staff could build on. And yeah, we just ended up making this huge house. Honestly, going through this right now is just giving me a huge wave of nostalgia. Alright, now we're in the garage, and I think my friend made this race car here. I am speed. And over here we had our little rooms, so I think this one's mine, and oh, not the Quartz Stairs MacBook. And then my friend's room is the Netherbrick Slab PS4. We were little gamers back then. We have a whole bathroom up here, but aside from that, there's empty rooms. Now, if I remember correctly, there should be a pool. Oh, wait. There's a basketball area here. I forgot about that. But yeah, there's a whole pool area over here that we built. And that's pretty much it for the house. And it makes me really happy just seeing this again because it's a good memory from a long time ago. Apparently back then I was also working on remaking the spawn, which I think the layout of this one is so much better. But ultimately the server would end up closing and that project would never be finished. And why did the server close, you may ask? Well, there's dozens of reasons, but I think the biggest one is that I was hosting it off my old laptop, and performance-wise it just made it really laggy. And on top of that, it made my home network susceptible to DDoS attacks, and that would just bring down my internet for hours at a time, which, if you're running a server, that's not good. Another reason could be that I was 13 and I didn't really have much experience at that time running servers. I remember there was a lot of problems with the staff team, and there was tons of management issues. And ultimately, it ended up with a lot of players quitting, and not long after I decided to close the server. Now since then, there's been many iterations of Lootcraft, and in that time I learned a lot. And not just about Minecraft, but also life. It's not always going to go the way you want it to, and you may go through many failures, but that's not a reason to give up or stop trying. If you have a dream and you think you have it in you, then keep pushing for it and never give up. And as for all those failures, learn from them, grow from your mistakes, and hey, you never know what could happen. Maybe one day, it won't just be a dream. Now, as I was recording this, my channel just hit 1,000 subscribers, and I just wanted to say thank you. I've been reading the comments on the last video, and it's been incredibly motivating, and the support has just been insane. And with that, I have more videos planned, and I can't wait for you to see it. But that's all for now. Thank you all for watching. My name is Lute, and I'll see you in the next video.